People who give up 99% of the time don't do so because they don't have enough time. They don't give up because they don't have enough money, because they're exhausted. They give up because they lack patience. They tell you it's impossible. They say you'll never be able to achieve it. They say it's impossible because it's difficult. They say it's impossible because it will take time. Because it's not something you achieve overnight. It takes a lot of effort, dedication, and most importantly, time. When did everything start? When you decided to make a change. When you decide to go down that route where time didn't matter. Where it didn't matter that you'd have to give up all those things. Give up going dancing. Give up going out to have fun with friends. It didn't matter. You had considered the sacrifices. Now you have the excuses that you're making to quit and give up. You've been the one trying to quit. You've gotten to the point where you want to quit because it wasn't what you thought it would be. To fight because it wasn't how you thought it would go. It takes patience. Whatever you decide to do takes patience and time. It doesn't matter if that person you know took less time than you. If that other person was faster. If yet another person is smarter than you. If you're not as good, if you're not as poetic, if you're not like the others, it doesn't matter. It takes practice, and patience means working hard without having a deadline, without having a tomorrow in which you will say, I have arrived. You have never arrived. You have to work and avoid everything you have without considering where you are, without considering how much you lack. Simply working to get where you want to get, and it doesn't matter if it seems difficult. It doesn't matter if it seems impossible to go on. It doesn't matter if you think you will give up. You mustn't give up. You mustn't let go of this opportunity before you have given it the right time. You don't have to leave because it's not what you thought it would be. It doesn't matter if it takes you longer than others. It may take 2 years, 3 years, or 5. It doesn't matter. Changing something is not easy. If you want to change your body, it won't take you 3 months. It won't take you a year. Maybe it'll take longer. If you want to change your relationship, you can. If you want to change your job, and if you want to change your university, you can. It's not going to take a little while, and you don't know how long it's going to take. You have to get it in your head that you don't have to care how long it takes. You don't care how long other people are taking. You have to care you want to get to the end. And that means that you have to put the work, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, working day and night to get to where you want to be. You have to get there without considering where you are. You have to get it in your head that you have to give it all you've got, without considering when your reward will come. You don't have to think about the reward, because if you're only thinking about getting there, you'll never get there. Think back to the process. Think back to what's getting you there, because it's you who has to find the will to work when you don't have any. It's you who has to find the way to have fun doing what you're doing. Whether it's going to the gym or changing jobs, whatever you're doing. You have to have fun while you're doing it, because that's the only way to be patient. That's the only way you're going to move forward when you want to quit. You must find a way to keep going and find passion in what you do on a regular basis. It's the process, not the reward, that makes you happy. You'll never get to your destination if you don't learn to be patient and have fun while doing so. Learn to enjoy yourself while getting where you want to go, or you'll never get there. The destination is the journey that includes it. I'd like to fall in love, but I can't seem to find the right one. If I was younger, everything would be easier. It would be great to lose weight, but the fact is my metabolism is too slow. Let's launch my project. It'd be great, but I'm not smart enough to do it. I'd like to create an alternative job, but I don't have enough time. If you have happened at least once in your life to utter one of these phrases or something similar, those that are heard are nothing more than excuses to avoid the guilt of not doing something, to avoid the possibility of suffering. Our ego invents excuses, stratospheric stories created ad hoc to delude us that if we're not doing something is right, that it is so. We often blame the family, parents, children, husband, wife, friends, the city where we live, the country, politics, and even genetics. But think that there will be so many little excuses at the end of your life that will have justified a life of failure, an unhappy life. As some excuse thrown in there justified all our dissatisfactions. There is a very deep and subtle sense of protection that lies behind all these excuses for attention. If you find a culprit, you can avoid the effort and solve the problem. Remember that no one can give you a prize for his unhappiness. No one will ever give you an award for your complaints. No one will want to give us a prize for inventing the best excuse not to act. However, there is to say that the beautiful thing is that by telling a lot of excuses, we find a lot of allies. Because 97% of people out there don't want to struggle, don't want to live a life of success, don't want to make significant changes. You have to find the natural allies, the good ones, that lead you to improve your life, live happier, be more satisfied. It's nice to make others feel sorry for you, but it's not a winning strategy. It makes us feel loved and understood, but it won't help us get over the hump. Remember, successful people never, and I mean never, make excuses. Always look for a way out. After so many years of working on myself and with thousands upon thousands of people, I can honestly say that one of the most common excuses is their past. Your attitude makes a difference because two things influence your life: the things that happen to you and how you react to the things that happen to you. And there you can make a huge difference. Remember that even very talented people do not necessarily achieve great results. In the same way, people who have less innate gifts can achieve great results with a more focused attitude. Talent is not enough. Neither is experience and intelligence. Today, there is more than anything else. You need to use your brain to think outside the box with extra tools put into practice. Tools allow us to manage the interference we receive from life more effectively, and then give new meanings and make new decisions. You have to go back to thinking big. Leave aside all these excuses and stop arguing about stupid and useless things. Take 100% responsibility by focusing your energy on the only thing that matters: yourself. With new tools and focusing on, you'll be able to overcome the fear that keeps you stuck. Because remember, action is the cure against fear, while hesitation disguised by many excuses amplifies the fear. The more you think about it, the more you don't. The more you think about it, the more you get stuck. So, throw yourself. Overcome these excuses. Stop telling yourself about it, look people in the eye, raise your hand, and do it without fear of being judged. Start that project. Throw yourself into that new relationship, and don't hesitate. Don't ever hesitate again. Get back out there and get your real life.